Hi, welcome back. I hope you're feeling tremendous. I had a great Easter. Uh, a lot of questions came in as to specifically how much am I eating and what does that amount to in weight in terms of ounces and grams. So let's take a look, okay? Now, this is a 4-inch tray right here, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and eat it because I thought about another thing is that, hey, what if he's just messing with us? What if he doesn't really eat the grass and he's just trying to see if he can get us to eat the grass? Come on. Some of you are thinking that. But let's see. Here. I'm going to be like remember the Tootsie Roll owl? How many bites does it take to complete a tray of wheatgrass? Well, let's see. One. Now what I'm going to do, see, I gather it all together and I'm going to push it in a little sideways and give it a twist so I don't make a big old mess when I eat it. Like that. Mm-hmm. 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 It is bizarre how much energy just rushes through your body when you do that. To keep the video shorter, I'm not going to put you through watching the rest of me eat the rest of that. But what I did was just now I just ate about half of that tray, and it was 4 relatively large bites, I think maybe 5. So let's call it 8 to 10 mouthfuls. And I got another tray over here that's untouched that I'm just going to cut off so we can weigh and let you know how much I'm going to eat this morning, because I will go back and finish this. This will be done within probably an hour, but I'm not just going to chow it all down right in front of you. I think I made my point that I am eating a lot of it. So let's weigh this and see how much it is of the dietary fiber. Okay. Let's flip this down. So that's the whole tray cut off. It's all in there. And we are talking about 36, almost 37 grams. So this is more like an ounce and a quarter than an ounce and a half or two. Okay, so one 4-ounce tray equates to about an ounce and a quarter, somewhere between an ounce and a quarter and an ounce and a half of actual fiber. That's got a lot of this photosynthetic, phytonutrients and phytochemical inside of it. The other thing you will need, if it's going to be grass, wheatgrass, you're going to need some plackers. Okay, I won't lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's worth it. That's all I can say is I carry a good supply of this. I will say this about the grass. I think you'll notice your breath gets fresher, your teeth get whiter, and if you have some mouth cankers or sores, some abscesses that aren't so bad, I think you'll find that it really helps gum and tooth pain, and that's one of the primary benefits that I learned about when I first started wheatgrassing a long time ago. So I hope that helps. One more thing that I do want to touch on is the difference between First Light Energy and regular wheatgrass, because I went through my videos and I said, wow, that's a little confusing even to me. So let me clarify. This is wheatgrass, and this is something that's probably, I'm going to put it at about 9-10 days from germination, maybe 11 or 12 at the most, because this is about ready to go to its second shoot. This, on the other hand, is what I call First Light Energy. Okay, and the difference is this is only tall enough and only old enough to just barely create the green chlorophyll. And this has only been exposed to light for a couple of hours. So when you eat it like this, it's even further concentrated. I believe the closer you get to creating its energy, the more concentrated the nutrient becomes. So these are little blades that barely stick out of the sheath. As you know, the grass is it's a blade and a sheath, basically. So we've got the anatomy right here of a grass seed. Let's talk about this thing. Look at this root network. Look at the roots on this plant. Nothing like it. See that? See the way that it grows into the earth? Tell me it doesn't make sense that this is where the source of the nutrients would come from. Other microgreens that are very good, I brought some examples, because if the grass is too much, start eating microgreens. Here's sunflower. Okay. This is radish daikon, and this is a popular one you see pretty much at every market, alfalfa sprouts. Now the difference between a sprout and a microgreen is that the sprouts are started in jars with just moisture. Microgreens are actually grown in soil or like a peat moss, and then they're just cut off at the base. So the sprout will contain the roots as well. The microgreen is just chopped off. But this being a sunflower, you see how it hasn't gotten to its second leaf set. Once the second leaf set comes out, this is not going to taste like a crunchy, delicious sunflower seed anymore, which it does right now. These are amazing. If you struggle with the grass, get some sunflower microgreens or sunflower seeds. I'll teach you how to grow them. Those are really, really good and very nutritious. I'd say almost on par with the grass. Not quite, but it is important to note that if I step on this plant, because it grows out of its top, if it recovers, it's going to take a few weeks to start growing again, where grass growing from its shoot recovers instantaneously. So it's much more durable, and there's much more of it on the planet. Okay, moving forward. Back to First Light Energy. I know I'm jumping around. This is completely unscripted, man. I'm just a dude sitting in a cabin up in Arrowhead. But this is First Light Energy, the most concentrated food that grows on the planet Earth. Okay? There may be some algae that compete with it, but I think that's probably the primary connecting points of the food chain to ocean life instead of land life. And the land is the grass, the ocean is the chlorella algae and different things like that are very, very nutritious, right on par with grass, no doubt. So I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you have any questions, I'll leave the link below in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe the video, and tell your friends, man. There's nothing for sale here. So I'm just doing this to really help people, and I do want it to turn into something very big, because if you think about it, could the world be as opposite as optimal because we're eating so opposite of this? I believe that's yes, and I think you'll find the same answer. So thanks for listening. I hope to see you next time, and keep eating green. Remember, green on the inside is clean on the inside. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.
She has seen me changing. It ain't easy rearranging, and it gets harder as you get older, farther away as you get closer. And I don't know the answer. Does it even matter? I'm wondering now. 10 years singing right out loud. I never looked, was Does anybody